next step then is to find a builder and to find a home site and to create plans and design the home and create a set of specifications. Really, the Farmers Bank, or any bank for that matter, can't do much without a signed contract with a builder or a signed set of specifications, correct?
Correct. There's 4 things that a prospective client would want to have. So once they've sat with you and they've decided this is the home we want to build, and the specifications and all of that has been worked out, the 4 things will be a signed contract with you, the builder, plans, specs, specifications, and a cost breakdown.
Okay.
So all of those 4 items, coupled with the income and asset documentation that we would require.
A signed agreement, though, right? Not just an agreement for the bank. It needs to be a signed
Correct.
document.
Once it's signed by both parties, it becomes an official, a contract, a legal binding contract.
That contract can be contingent upon financing, can it not?
Correct.
Okay.
So they want to make sure, if it's been some time since they've been pre-qualified, that they check with their lender to make sure it hasn't expired and that they can still get the financing necessary for the project.
That's great. So once this agreement's signed, then what's next?
Once the agreement is signed, then we start the process. So the clock starts to tick, if you will. We will order title work, an appraisal, and then any other documentation that we would need from the borrower, we would collect at that time.
And a closing basically takes place after you apply for loan in a typical fashion of, let's say, as soon as 30 or 45 days, but obviously it can't be guaranteed because it's contingent upon the buyer and the bank basically still working on some of the qualifications and documentation during a time period, and there's title work and there's other areas out of the control of the bank as well. But as soon as 30 to 45 days, correct?
Correct, right. So if, let's just say, in the case where maybe they were utilizing the option of a bridge loan, then we have to make sure that process has been consummated so that we can then in turn close on the construction loan. But it can happen as quickly as 30 to 45 days.
And once the loan is applied for, one thing we get all the time is I gave you 10% or 20%, I gave the bank my down payment, why can't I start? What's the reasoning behind that?
Well, you want to avoid any possible mechanics liens or anything that would hinder the title work or can affect the title work. So I strongly suggest and recommend that no dirt be moved, prior to closing.
So we're allowed to mow the site, clear the site, stake the property, we just can't start the excavation.
We don't want, correct. We don't start any excavation or any building.
Okay.